Warships have played a pivotal role for military forces all around the world for decades. Warships are massive ships equipped with a wide array of weapons and take part in maritime warfare. These ships are also used by military forces around the world to show their might and assert their dominance on the waters. However, being available worldwide, you'd have thought about who holds the most power on the high seas. This level of power links to one critical asset: the massive warships. These vessels are not just quick and versatile, but they come equipped with significant firepower. The more a country has, the stronger its dominance gets in the vast ocean areas. Knowing this, the question arises: which nation is the strongest, and is your country among them? Currently, the United States is in a battle with its rivals, not just in quantity, but also in the capabilities and qualities of its warships. Leaving all this aside, let us take a look at who's leading this naval race. The first number on our list is one of the most recognizable Navy forces in the world: the United States. The United States has an impressive fleet of 74 destroyers and is expecting 19 more ahead. The Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyers. These massive ships are the longest-running class of destroyer ships. It entered service in 1991 and is named after Admiral Arleigh Burke, an honorable figure in naval history. These destroyers stand as a testament to the power of the American Navy. The Arleigh Burke-class destroyers are mainly designed to carry out three important missions that are anti-submarine warfare, anti-surface warfare, and anti-air warfare. Carrying these missions out requires a variety of artillery and systems that provide support in countering airborne threats. The destroyers also come with what the military calls the Standard Missile System, or SM-2MR. This system provides powerful anti-air capabilities and also utilizes the Advanced Sea Sparrow missile, which is as designed as per its name, to engage and eliminate aerial targets. For anti-submarine warfare, the Arleigh Burke-class destroyers employ the vertical launch anti-submarine rockets, also known as the ACE-ROC missiles. These missiles allow the ship to engage in counterattacks against potential submarine threats with maximum efficiency. Additionally, each of these ships carries 3 pairs of Mark 46 torpedoes, which are deployed to neutralize underwater targets. In the case of anti-submarine warfare, the destroyers come armed with Tomahawk land attack missiles. These missiles enable them to strike targets that are at a far distance. The destroyers also feature close-in weapon systems, or the CIWS, a defensive system that's specially designed to intercept and destroy enemy ship that is coming towards it. Adding further to its firepower, the destroyer also comes equipped with the Mark 45 5-inch gun that serves as a primary weapon for engaging in surface warfare. This class of destroyers enables the United States to tackle any obstacle they face. However, this is where the Zumwalt-class destroyers step in. Also known as the DDG-1000, the Zumwalt-class destroyers were revealed to the world in 2013 and were commissioned by the United States Navy in October of 2016. This destroyer comes with a unique characteristic. It's built with innovative technology that allows it to appear as an ordinary fishing boat on any radar, despite being almost 40% larger than the Arleigh Burke-class destroyers. Currently, the United States Navy has 2 other Zumwalt-class destroyers named the USS Michael Monsieur and the USS Lyndon B. Johnson. Regardless of the massive size, the Zumwalts have experienced numerous equipment problems. Earlier this year, the Navy announced its plans to equip the ships with hypersonic missiles by early 2025. Moving on, the next country on our list is China. China is the biggest rival of the United States and is also the second largest navy in the world. The country boasts 48 destroyers in 8 classes. The interesting part is that 6 of these destroyers have been locally made active destroyer classes. The Type 965 EM is the only class that's foreign-built. These ships were made in Russia and are comparable in size to the United States Navy's Aegis-equipped missile cruiser. While the U.S. Navy continues to upgrade its ships, China is also in constant pursuit of further advancing its ship technology. The Type 55 destroyer, also known as the Renhai-class cruiser, is a multi-role warship that comes fitted with weapons to counter submarines, ships, and missiles, and is renowned as the world's most potent warship for its long-range firepower. As of today, there are currently 8 of these destroyers in service. However, it's been reported that the Chinese Navy has plans to expand the number of these destroyers to 16 in their fleet to fight against enemy missiles. The destroyers are extremely capable and can carry out both offensive and defensive missions for the Chinese Navy. The Type 55 destroyer comprises advanced armaments which include a vertical launch system, capable of launching a variety of missiles for anti-air warfare, anti-ship warfare, and land attack missions as well. The destroyer also features a system of advanced sensors including electronic warfare equipment, radars, and sonars, providing an enhanced awareness of the situation and target detection capabilities. Now moving ahead, at number 3, we talk about Japan. Japan is one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world and is the owner of a whopping 42 destroyers. The destroyer fleet of Japan contains various classes, each with its own unique specifications and characteristics. Some of the most notable classes of Japanese destroyers include the Asahi-class destroyers, Atago-class destroyers, and the Akazuki-class destroyers. These destroyer classes have been developed over time to fit into the evolving requirements of the Navy and also to adapt to the changing naval threats and operational needs. The Atago-class destroyers are named after the Mount Atago. The mountain is sacred to the Japanese people, and the Atago-class destroyers are one of the most powerful and best destroyers that are owned by the Japanese Navy. These destroyers are equipped with SM-2 surface-to-air missiles to counter any air attacks, anti-submarine torpedoes to eliminate any underwater adversary, and a 127mm gun. Additionally, they also feature the Aegis combat system. Now, the Aegis system is an advanced integrated naval weapons radar system that was developed primarily by the United States to be utilized in using unguided missile destroyers and cruisers. The key factor of the Aegis system is its radars, which allow it to detect and track multiple targets simultaneously. Moving on to the next country on our list, we're going to talk about France. France owns 21 destroyers throughout 5 classes. These classes include the Horizon-class destroyers, Aquitaine-class destroyers, Floral-class destroyers, and the Lafayette class. The French Navy has 2 destroyers under its Horizon class, the Fogby and the Chevalier Paul. The Chevalier Paul is a collaborative effort of both France and Italy. These massive ships weigh around 7,000 tons and are 150 meters long in length. They come with a wide array of weaponry attached to them, which includes the Aster surface-to-air missiles, anti-ship missiles, and 76mm super rapid naval guns. Both of these French destroyers possess exceptional offensive capabilities. The massive destroyers can travel at speeds of up to 29 knots and have a remarkable range of 7,000 nautical miles, and also come with state-of-the-art sensor systems that ensure that the ship has maximum situational awareness. Coming in at number 5, we have Russia with 12 destroyers. Russia has a formidable fleet of destroyers. Now, this includes the Sovereign-class destroyers and the Udalki-class destroyers. The Udalki-class destroyers are a series of anti-submarine warfare destroyers that have capabilities of both anti-surface and anti-air warfare. The destroyers come armed with 8 SSN-14 anti-submarine missiles and Kenzel vertical launched for its SA-N9 surface-to-air missiles. These missiles come with the ability to intercept any aerial targets within a 12-kilometer radius. They're also equipped with a combined gas and gas or COGAG propulsion system. 2 M8KF and M62 cruise gas turbines drive 2 propellers through 2 independent shafts, and these shafts deliver an incredible 60,000 shaft horsepower. As of today, 9 of these destroyers are currently in service of the Russian Navy. However, the Sovereign-class destroyers, on the other hand, are guided missile destroyers designed to attack opposition warships while also providing defense from air and sea to the warships and transports being escorted. The Sovereign-class has 3 variants, the first one being the Project 956. This destroyer came equipped with 3 M80 anti-ship missiles. The second version, Project 956A, was fitted with the improved 3M80M missile that features a longer range. However, the main difference between these projects is the launching tubes. Project 956A can accommodate the much larger size of the improved version of the missile, while still being able to work with the original smaller missile version as well. Moving on to the third variant in the Russian destroyer fleet. This version was named Project 956EM and was developed for the People's Liberation Army Navy. It represents the latest iteration of this class, and the ship is deemed as a carrier killer by the Chinese media. Swinging down to number 6, let's talk about South Korea. South Korea owns 12 destroyers under 3 separate classes: the Cheongni Sunshin class, Sejong the Great, and the Kwang the Great class. Sejong the Great class destroyers are also known as the King Sejong or the KDX-3. These destroyers are the most powerful and advanced in South Korea's Navy fleet. The most interesting part about them is that they measure approximately 165 meters long and weigh over 11,000 tons. The KDX-3 destroyers have a dominating presence on the sea. Their advanced stealth design, along with the marvelous electronic warfare system, allows them to operate with utmost stealth, allowing the delivery of unexpected strikes that catch their enemies off guard and show the might of South Korea's naval force. The Jiangsu the Great were 2 of the first KDX-3 batches. These destroyers were launched on the 28th of July and are expected to be delivered by November of 2024. However, the construction of the ship was initiated back in 2021. Reports state that South Korea is expected to have 6 powerful over 10,000-ton destroyers operating in several more years. The next country we're going to talk about prefers to call its massive combat ships frigates, even though they have more characteristics matching the description of destroyers. The main reason for the Germans referring to them as frigates dates back to the country's past. The term destroyer or destroy is a famous, harsh connotation in the German language due to its connection with the Nazi era. The Nazis used the word a lot in a troublemaking manner, emphasizing total destruction. Nowadays, the term destroyer is preferred not to be used due to its history. However, getting back on track, how many destroyers does Germany have? Well, Germany has a total of 11 destroyers in its fleet, which are classified into 3 classes: Sachsen class, Brandenburg class, and the latest, the B. Württemberg class. The F-126 frigates that are classified under the B. Württemberg class are expected to be commissioned in 2028 and will be the largest vessels in the naval fleet of Germany. The vessel measures 166 meters in length and has a displacement of approximately 10,000 tons. These vessels would come with the capability to operate across all terrain, ranging from tropical regions to polar areas. And next up at number 7, we have India. India has 10 destroyers under 4 separate classes: the Delhi class, the Kolkata class, the Visakhapatnam class, and the Rajpul class. This is with the Visakhapatnam class being the most recent one. It's important to note that 6 other destroyers were decommissioned and scrapped earlier. Until 1949, India didn't have any destroyer of its own. However, with evolving times, that's changed. The Kolkata-class destroyers are the most latest and advanced destroyers in the Indian Navy, and currently 3 ships are operating under this class, including the INS Kolkata, the INS Chennai, and the INS Kochi. The Kolkata-class destroyers show the supremacy of the Indian Navy by their presence, as they measure about 164 meters in length and have an approximate displacement of around 7,500 tons. The destroyers are versatile, with a huge armament suite that enables them to counter various threats. A vertical launch system capable of deploying a mix of long-range surface-to-air missiles lies in their capability list, which is extended by the anti-ship missiles and land attack cruise missiles. These missiles allow the destroyers to neutralize airborne, ground, and land-based targets with precise and efficient attacks. Additionally, these destroyers also possess anti-submarine warfare capabilities equipped with the latest sonar systems, anti-submarine torpedoes, and ASW helicopters. These ships are able to detect and neutralize underwater threats, including enemy submarines and many other ground and air adversaries as well, making them a formidable force. At number 9, Britain, with a total of 6 destroyers under the Type 45 Daring class. These destroyers were developed as a replacement for the older Type 42 destroyers in the Royal British Navy. The initial plan was to build a one-for-one replacement for all the ships in the Type 42 class. However, due to funding issues and several other factors, the program was later changed to building only 6 ships. These ships would then become the primary destroyer class of the Royal Navy. However, you might wonder, what's a Type 42? The Type 42 destroyer is the name of the class of guided missile destroyers that served in the Royal Navy of the United Kingdom. Its design and construction were completed in the 1970s and 1980s as an air defense platform. The Type 42 destroyers were specially designed to provide air defense to the fleet against airborne threats, mainly using the Sea Dart missile system. However, they were eventually taken out of service in the Royal Navy, with the first ship being decommissioned in 2005, and the final ship of the class, HMS Edinburgh, which was decommissioned in 2013. With the commissioning of the newer Type 45 destroyer in the Royal Navy's fleet, the role of air defense has also been transferred to them. The Type 45 destroyers are equipped with the Sea Viper missile, also referred to as the Principal Anti-Air Missile System, or PAMS. The system has the capability to guide up to 16 missiles toward targets within a radius of 70 miles. Currently, these destroyers are known as the primary counter-missile system of the British Royal Navy. And that brings us to the end of our video for today. So let us know about your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel with the bell notifications on so you never miss another video from us. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.